EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now Brown. He is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Hey, lift! Like 20! Super 66!
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
From the gun, it's Goff. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
By Warren Sapp.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 48-yard line.
20! 12!
Throwing here is Goff. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Falcons.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. On 1st down, it's Goff. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he's in! T. Higgins. Touchdown, Atlanta. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Koo able to add the extra point, and the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. And he's got it at the 1. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
63.
On 4th down, the snap comes to Hurts. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Turnover on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout here.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw is on to punt. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Hurts to the air on 1st down. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this 1st half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
second down throw for Hurts. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. It is a big-time play for Houston. 42 yards.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. And the Texans first down.
First and 10.
Silver, ready? Do on left. Hey, 73, call up Yanni.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Texans.
Hurts will try it again. That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will level things out at 7 apiece.
Kaimi Fairbairn, the kickoff.
We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Davis on the return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Goff to throw on first down. They'll set up the screen to Brown.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Falcons.
That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
14 yards. That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 48.
Here's Brown. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Nick Emanwari is there to make the play. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the Texans' 47-yard line.
Throwing, Goff. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just a pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Goff. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Trying to connect with Chase Brown on that one. And it'll bring up second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. And, oh, They smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No game.
3rd and 10.
Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There defensively.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Younghoe Koo to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Xavier Worthy on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Here's 1st and 10.
Number 1, Xavier Worthy. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Houston.
To throw is Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Again, Hurts. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Texans first down. To the air again, Hurts. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Let's try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts again. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is brought in. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Here's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Houston. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
The Texans will line up for the two-point conversion.
63, 63, 63. Hey, Silver. No touch.
Now Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here comes Davis. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Hardball. What? What's that?
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. He'll air one out for Higgins. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Akeem Talib on the coverage.
They'll run here with Brown. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Nick Emanwari is there to make the play. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. A dive and a catch. Incredible. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's Goff. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. Off the play fake, here's Goff. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
63.
From his end zone, it's Hurts. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. On first down, it's Hurts. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
having some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Hurts will try it again. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Brown. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Second down, goal to go. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And now they'll be looking at third and goal. Now Goff. That one, taken in. Drake, London. Touchdown, Falcons. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally as big, though. We'll try to make it a one-score game with a 2-point conversion. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Well done by the defense. And this is going to stay a 2-possession game. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here we go on the return from the 1. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Off the play fake. Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Cade Stover.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On second down, Hurts. Open man. That's Dante Thornton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
I got to be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Goff in the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now, Goff. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. All right, so the Falcons try to add on a 2-point conversion here. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is caught in the end zone. 2 points for the moment. We do have a flag down. Let's see if this will hold up. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That is brought in at the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Falcons 21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check. Crunch.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
20.
Throwing, Goff. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here comes 2nd down.
We go tonight. 180. Val, you win.
Brown. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long.
180.
They'll run. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say...
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play, but here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good.
They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
23 yards the pickup there.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Crowd left Yeti. Tiger Horn. 73.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Seahawks are going to elect to go for 2 here.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 8, Texans 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. A beautiful fake. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Cruz, the man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Down to the 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Hurts to throw. Underneath, he's got Olsen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. From the gun, it's Hurts. Cruz on the crossing route. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Fourth down.
They'll look to throw. And caught by Cruz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So they get the conversion on fourth, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. T. Higgins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Texans first down.
Up the middle, it's Peterson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 2nd down and 4.
5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver. Go Silver, ready?
Back to throw here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
63.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Intended for Kane Stover.
2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
18 on the play. First down, Houston.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Back to throw again. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this this will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jeremy Shockey, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for two here. Hurts will throw. Here's a diving catch right side. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted and it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he's got Shockey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down to run with Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer.
Back to the ground, Lynch. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run again with Lynch. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will take a knee here. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's a tight end, Jerry Shockey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Here's first down.
First down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. First and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Well, probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick.
Texans 23.
So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.